Hatfield McCoy Museum in Liberty, Kentucky. Fred and Sheila McCoy. You can go to fredmccoy.com or Hatfield's McCoy's Museum.com for all the information. We were doing a video a few minutes ago and I started to slide into this one, and I thought, well, the other one was long enough. Most people don't like to watch long videos, so we like to do short ones. But this is going to be another segment of keeping it real. And when we do these segments on keeping it real, they are about things we have heard, been told, seen, or videos that we have watched that are incorrect, and we're trying to correct them. This one is on Devil Anse Hatfield and his service in the military. We were watching a video earlier, a YouTuber, and the YouTuber says that Devil Anse returned home to take care of his family. Some people called it desertion. Well, I think everybody calls it desertion. When you're supposed to be one place and you take off and leave, you've deserted your post, and that's what he did. He ran. Pure and simple. They can make it, they can say that he decided to do this or he wanted to go see his family. Do they not think that Randall McCoy or my great-great-grandfather Uriah McCoy back here, that's also a prisoner of war, wouldn't have liked to gone home and seen their family?
Any of the men that stayed.
Exactly. I mean, what's the difference in Devil Anse wanting to go see his family or any of the other men that stayed and fought? So they can make it any way they want. They can say anything they want. Anybody, especially if you've got a military background, you know what we're talking about. And he said that Devil Anse's wife and child had been threatened. I don't know where this comes from. See, it comes from the stroke of a pen or standing here looking at a camera and saying something and people taking it for fact. Never in history has it ever been written by Coleman Hatfield or any of the great-grandchildren, children. The people that has actually written books way back before Altina Waller and all these other, Tom Dotson and all these other people came up and started writing their own opinions. So there's never been anybody that's ever wrote that he returned home because his wife and child had been threatened. That's nonsense. Believe it if you want. That's okay. But what we're going to show you today is fact. We've done a video once before. If you've not seen it yet, this right here is Devil Anse's rank. That's his rank in the military. He was a private. That's his rank. Now, he gave his own self the title of captain, but that's your Civil War record that would have no reason to have been changed or falsified or anything. That was his rank, and that's the way it is. You can call him general if you want. He was a private in the Civil War. The next paper here, it talks about desertion. Deserted since 1863. Logan County. Now, I'm going to tell you something. They can say what they want to about these Logan Wildcats. He made a big deal about, well, Devil Anse returned home and he was in the Logan Wildcats. Now, there was a group of Civil War heroes or fighting men that were called the Logan Wildcats that were actually in a military group. Devil Anse formed his group, the Logan Wildcats, which was consisted of about 20 to 30 men that deserted with him. That was mostly his friends and a lot of his family. And that was his Logan Wildcats. Now, had Devil Anse been in the Logan Wildcats, it would not say Logan County there. That's where he deserted from, was Logan County. So that's a dead giveaway. Here's another one of the papers. Absent without leave since the first day of February, 1863. Now come over here, and here's our book once again. Mine and Sheila's book, almost 900 pages. And here's those same Civil War documents from the company muster roll from the 45th Battalion, Virginia Infantry. And once again, it talks about the Logan County. He's been deserted since. Now remember, Devil Anse joined up according to all records. I don't think there's ever been a dispute that he joined in the fall of '62. Now in the fall of 62, we've discussed it on another video. That could have been October, November, December. Well, December, you're probably getting into winter. So we're probably talking about October or November for it to be the fall. These records here say he's been deserted, excuse me, since February of 63. So within October, November, December, January, 4.5, 5 months, he's already deserted. He's gone home. And they said he went home to be a home guard, to protect his family. And the reason he was there is to protect his family from where the men had left to fight in the Civil War. The Union soldiers were actually coming in and terrorizing the families. Well, this is the same time that Jesse James got started, the Younger Brothers, Black Bart. This is people that got out of the Civil War and started robbing people and stealing and all that. And that's what it was. Devil Anse did the same thing, but he done it under the color of the Civil War. He done it under the color of Logan Wildcats, which was nothing more than a bunch of desperados. And they were doing the same thing across the river in Kentucky. Now you've got to understand that the river in Kentucky and West Virginia, which was Virginia, West Virginia had just formed itself, succeeded from the state of Virginia and was formed. And this is a barrier. This is almost a line where from the north to the south at that time. And so he's doing the same thing when he crosses the river over into Kentucky, which was mostly Union. He's robbing, he's stealing from the Union people, and which is his neighbors actually. And he's doing the same thing to them that he's telling people he's going home to prevent. So once again, this is Fred and Sheila McCoy, Hatfield McCoy Museum, keeping it real. Thank you.